Subscribe our channel. Stay till the end of the stories for more twist and turn. Comment us about what kind of stories you like to hear. Should I send my mom a paragraph of how uncomfortable my stepdad makes me when he drinks and etc.? Should I send my mom a paragraph of how uncomfortable my stepdad makes me when he drinks and etc.? Should I send my mom a paragraph of how uncomfortable my stepdad makes me when he drinks and etc.? Hey there, long-time lurker, and I desperately need some advice. So my mom 48F married my stepdad, 39M, married a couple years ago. I 18F was completely fine with it, as my mom deserved happiness in her life due to my dad committing suicide when I was 7. I gained 2 step siblings that I got along in the long run. It seemed like a peaceful life until I realized how much my stepdad drinks. It started with a 6-pack with wine, but now they can finish a 30-pack and a bottle wine, or 2 bottles of wine and a bottle of Jameson in a day. My mom doesn't get as blind drunk as him, but she never used to drink this much. My stepdad is an awful drunk. He has accused of my mom of manipulating him when all she is trying to do is get him in bed. I have overheard him accusing of cheating twice. He has kicked my dog in the stomach, telling him to shut the fuck up when all he did was growl as he was grumpy in his old age. The worst thing that happened was when he had grabbed my brother 14M at the time, and threw him on the bed and started to scream at him. I am unaware whether or not he actually hit him, as it was 1+ year ago. I ran after him, which resulted me and my sister 11F getting pushed and me hitting my head against the bathroom door frame. I wanted to take my siblings and drive away, but I didn't want to leave my mom alone with him. When my mom finally came out, she tried to comfort us, saying everything was okay and nothing bad happened. I told my brother what had happened and even sent a video of him screaming at my brother. My mom got angry and told me I shouldn't have sent that, which I replied, "I was scared, Mom," but all she did was shake her head at me. I have tried to ask my mom to have him not drunk so much, but it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall. She will brush me off saying I'm fine or you're overreacting. The text I want to send her is this: Mom, it is currently 1:55 a.m. when I start writing this, and I feel the need to text you this rather in person because I need you to realize something. I like Steve. I think he is fine. But I do not like him when he is drunk. I know drinking alcohol is something you guys do, but he is an awful drunk. He makes me so immensely uncomfortable from all the things he's done. Right now I doubt you'll even read this entire thing because it's got to the point that whenever I try to talk to you, it feels like it's going in one ear and out the other. I cannot get over the things he's done. Especially when he is horrible to you. He will accuse you of manipulating him and has even accused you of cheating on him twice. When he dragged Jackson out my room while Skylar was here, it was horrifying. I thought he was going to hit you. I thought he was going to hurt you. I couldn't believe what I was hearing when you were trying to make it seem like it wasn't as serious as it was. I wanted to grab Jack and Skylar and drive away for the night, but I was scared of what he would do to you. How could you get angry at me for telling Ryan? What happened to the mother that wouldn't allow anyone to lay a finger on her babies? He pushed Skylar and I only accepted his apology because that's what you would have wanted. He has cussed me out several times. He has kicked Dublin in the stomach when all he did was growl because he was grumpy. I tried to get Ryan to talk to him because I knew you would do nothing but take his side. But that never happened. Why do you think I never watch movies with you anymore? Why do you think I barely want to be around you guys when you start drinking? This isn't normal. I love you with all of my heart, but I can't help but think he is going to hurt you one of these days because of his drinking. This isn't me trying to be dramatic. This isn't me trying to start anything between you two. This is me trying to get you to listen that you need this to stop. I can't even vent to you about him because all I hear is you're fine or you're overreacting. I don't like calling him dad. I will never call someone my dad if all they do is get drunk every day and lose his shit at something small then tries to leave. When I tried to show you The Dirt, I remember him hating on the movie and kept talking about how they looked like pussies or faggots. I remember he yelled at me because I mouthed off or whatever, and all you could do was take his side. While trying to comfort me, do you even remember me sobbing and saying how unhappy and scared I am when he drinks so excessively? You're no better sometimes. You have shit on Dad, my actual dad, multiple times. It hurts having to realize that you hate his guts. I feel like I can never talk about him to you because you will figure out some way to trash him. You also never used to drink or smoke this much. You also used to be so much more active and wanting to do things. Now all you do is sit and watch TV with him every day. Again, I love you with all my heart, but I can't stand to watch him act this way anymore. I want to send her this, but I'm unsure if this is me stepping out of my boundaries, as it feels like I'm snooping on their marriage. So Reddit, should I send it to her? Edit. The relationship between my mom and I has always been close. She is a wonderful mother that took care of my brother and me in the midst of my dad dying. She made sure that we grew up in a happy home and is generally a sweet but sarcastic person. I love my mom very dearly, but she is a stubborn person. I believe she's still in the lovey-dovey stage with my stepdad. Her major flaw is how she acts when my stepdad is drunk. What would be the point? She knows he's been aggressive to you and she doesn't care. She knows he's been violent to you and she doesn't care. She was cross with you for actual video evidence, which suggests she doesn't want proof to exist in case you show it to the authorities. If she didn't care when it was happening, and she didn't care when you spoke to her about it, what makes you think she'll care about it in writing? The best thing you can do is get the hell out of that house as soon as you're able. Uncle accused mom of ruining his relationship and being the reason for divorce. Hey guys. Throw away, as you can see. Also apologies for the very long post, but I really don't know what to do. A bit off a backstory: my mom, 53, is divorced and I've, 23, been living with her. My mom has one real sister, 42, let's call her Jill. Now Jill is married to my uncle, who we'll call Jack, 46, and they have one son, 16, who is my cousin, Liam. All names are fake. We are from Asia. Yesterday morning, Jack calls up my mom and starts screaming at her, saying, "You keep causing problems in my marriage, you keep insulting and dissing me." He starts blasting her off about her talking to Jill, her sister, about her problems. He tells her off that Jill is family-oriented and you telling her your problems puts her down, and because of you she thinks all marriages are bad. My mom had a pretty nasty married life. When my mom tried to talk to him, he started saying, "How dare you shout? You don't want to listen to me." I was not in the same room, but I could hear her talking, and I don't think at all that she was anywhere near shouting. Yes, she did speak a little louder so that she can interrupt him and try to say something. Then he started saying that he got close to my grandmother. She passed away due to cancer 2 years back, and she told him everything my mom did to her. My mom has had her issues with my grandmother. But every mother-daughter relationship goes through that. My mom has been the one to pay all her bills, take care of her medical expenses, and after her surgeries, she always used to stay at our place. Now today morning, Jack tells my Aunt Jill that he wants to divorce, and he tells Liam as well that he wants a divorce, and the whole reason behind it is my mom. My aunt says that they have fought before and the divorce topic has been brought up earlier as well, but he has never ever mentioned anything to Liam. My aunt did try to sort out the fight, but it was pretty big. Now my mom's in a conundrum about what to do. She thinks that my aunt should not discuss about it for a few days, let him cool off, and then my aunt can talk to him. My cousin has been crying all morning and saying that they should get divorced. He's also tired of living like that, and he says they will never be back to normal. I think this is just a power move to get in front of my family and diss my mom. Get the family on his side. What would you guys suggest can be done? TL, Doctor, Uncle calls up my mum and shouts that she is the reason for problems in his marriage. Then asks my aunt for divorce and tells his kid also and states that my mum is the reason for everything. Thanks for listening so far. If story have update we will post here. Like and subscribe to our channel for upcoming stories.